Well, happy Thursday. I'm changing things up a little. I'm coming live from my public page at new Lifescapes. So I'm happy to have you here and to talk to you a little bit about balance and the teeter-totter effect. So, teeter-totters are interesting, and I don't know if you had one when you were growing up, but in my school we had them. And it was always fun to get on the teeter-totter, and you'd kind of have to slide around on the seat a little bit to see how you could get advantage to be able to go back and forth. And if you had someone heavy on the other side, you had to sit way back and hope you could get them up in the air, or you get two people on one side, and you're always doing this back and forth, trying to be able to be in control of which way you're going. And sometimes it's fun to try to get right in the middle there. You know what I mean? And you just try to balance it, and then someone leans back and it goes a little one way, and you lean forward, it goes the other. Well, I am so happy I remembered about the teeter-totter today, because life balance is like the teeter-totter, and I think it's really critical to notice that. I mean, just to give you an idea of what's been going on in my life. So I have a landscape design construction business I've had for 25 plus years, and we do incredibly amazing things, and it's really fun, and I love it, and it's creative, but it's physically and mentally exhausting at times. And then I have my coaching and consulting business, which has been going leaps and bounds and getting redeveloped and all kinds of things going on. And so that's like, oh my gosh. And I have a relationship in my life that's just fabulous. And that's like, oh my gosh. And and it's my 40-year high school reunion. And what's really cool about that, thinking about the teeter-totter, some of the people that are going to come over to my house for a potluck on the next day, I actually went to kindergarten and grade school with all the way through high school. And so a lot of us spent time on that teeter-totter. So it'll be fun to see what they think about this as well. But what I find, though, with so much going on, it's like, how do I get back to like the big rocks I talked about a week or two ago? How do you get back to those things that are just core goal-centered things that support your life and where you want to be and how you want to be in the world and where you're going? And with so many things going on, I feel like I'm just juggling. It's like the guy with spinning the plates, right? And you keep spinning and you add more plates, and pretty soon they start crashing down because they wobble too much. So teeter-totter, how do you find the balance? How do you find when you just want to be heavy and sit down there and hold the other end up? And when do you want to be kind of bouncing back and forth? So when it gets crazy busy, which all of us in this life with technology and everything else get so many things happening in our lives, it's hard to remember it's all a teeter-totter. You're always going. Sometimes it's going like this. Sometimes it's slower. Sometimes you feel like you're way up. Sometimes you're way down. And if you just stop at some moment in your day and go, wow, look at all the amazing things happening in my life. And I'm balancing them, and I'm finding, what is it that's stressing me out? I had this report I had to do, and it's all this number crunching stuff. And I'm good at that, but the detail of typing in data, I don't have my admin assistant around. So it's like, God, I struggled through it. Now my fingers are sore. But having that done and emailed off and complete, great relief. Oh, now I'm enjoying the teeter-totter. The teeter-totter effect. It can be really fun, really nice, or it can just be abrupt where you get bounced and thrown off. And so balance in life, balance on the teeter-totter, balance of time on the teeter-totter. A lot of times things just smoothly stream along through life and everything's groovy. But if you're like me and like most people I know, there's bumps in the road, there's detours, occasional bridges out. And how do you deal with those? And how do you kind of get that balance back when something just throws up in your face and you go, oh my gosh, how do I deal with this? So understanding it's always the heartbeat. I love to say the heartbeat because there's always ups and downs in life, roller coasters, whatever you want to call it. Part of it's exciting and invigorating. You're getting so just thrilled about where you're going. And other times it's like, oh my God, I'm falling into the deepest muck. But the truth is, we've all been through all those states of really up and really down. And the thing is, you're listening to this, you've come through all of those. You've been the highs, you've been the lows, and it always changes. So enjoy every moment. When you're going into a low, just look forward to the highs coming. If you're going through a high, remember the low's coming and just enjoy that. So life balance, teeter-totters. How do you want to be in life? When you get overwhelmed, what do? How do you reconnect with what's important to you in your heart, and what will give you joy and accelerate you, or at least move you baby steps forward to where you want to be? because I think what we all really want to be is happy and healthy and loved and loving and appreciate other people. And when the balance gets out of whack, it's hard to have energy to remember that and embrace that. So, Jeff Stevenson, Chief Possibility Officer for Be More. Oh, you can see the link there. And feel free, please check out our site, click, respond, and you'll be a member. And there's all kinds of fun things that are happening there. So for now, I'll say goodnight and balance, teeter totter, enjoy it, or get tossed off or sit on it for a while. Whatever you want to do is great. Just decide what's good for you. Where do you want to be a year from now? Think about that. Where do you want to be in your life balance a year from now? What would you like to shift a little bit? That's all it takes, is that one thought. What might I like to shift a little? What can I let go of? What do I want to spend more time with? So have a great day. We'll see you next week at Thursday, and I look forward to chatting again. Thanks. Bye-bye.